Welcome back to Car Future Wheelz, where we drive the future. Today, we've got something that sits right at the intersection of smart design, green power, and modern tech. We're talking about the 2026 Hyundai Tucson Hybrid, a vehicle that's shaping up to be one of the most well-rounded compact SUVs in the hybrid space. Buckle up, because over the next few minutes, we're diving into everything from the subtle design tweaks to the driving performance, the tech-rich interior, and yes, how much this new Tucson will actually cost you. Starting with the exterior, at first glance the 2026 Tucson Hybrid doesn't throw wild punches, but it doesn't need to. Hyundai has gone for evolution over revolution here, refining what was already one of the boldest designs in the segment. The front end still carries the now signature parametric grille design, but it's been tightened. It's sleeker, more angular, and blends seamlessly into the revised daytime running lights that now form an even sharper, more unified pattern. The DRLs light up like a set of futuristic wings, especially at night, almost like they're floating across the face of the SUV. The headlamp housings sit lower on the bumper and look more integrated, giving the Tucson a broader, more aggressive stance. Hyundai's done a great job using light and shadow to give this car presence. From the side profile, the sharp character lines that start at the front fender stretch all the way across the doors and dissolve into the taillights, almost like a single stroke of a calligraphy pen. The cladding around the wheel arches is a bit more angular this year, more geometric, less bubbly, and it gives the Tucson a sportier and more planted look. The wheels themselves, depending on your trim level, come in either 17, 18, or 19 inches, and they all feature fresh aerodynamic patterns that not only look good but help with efficiency. One little detail we love, the chrome accent strip that now runs slightly higher along the window line, adding a premium touch without being flashy. Around the back, the taillights are now fully connected by a more prominent LED strip. That full-width bar makes the rear look wider and more modern, and it complements the sharp new bumper with more defined lower trim. The Tucson badge has moved slightly to accommodate the larger Hyundai logo, which is now finished in satin silver instead of chrome. The hybrid-specific badging is still subtle. Hyundai clearly wants you to know it's efficient, but it's not shouting about it. And if you're wondering about the rear wiper array, yes, it's still hidden under the spoiler, maintaining that clean glass look Hyundai is going for. Open the doors and step inside, and you're greeted by a cabin that's been thoughtfully upgraded from the outgoing model. The design still wraps around you in a horizontal layout, but the 2026 Tucson Hybrid adds a new sense of visual calmness. The dual-screen layout is now standard on all hybrid trims, that includes a 12.3-inch digital driver display and a 12.3-inch infotainment screen, both under one sleek curved panel that feels like it belongs in a luxury car. The software has been refreshed with Hyundai's latest UI, smoother animations, better voice recognition, and support for over-the-air updates. Wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are now standard as well, a big relief after previous models required wired connections even for higher trims. Material quality has also seen an uptick. Soft touch materials cover more of the dash and door panels, while piano black has thankfully been minimized in favor of matte metallic finishes and open pore trim on higher trims. The center console is now floating, offering more storage beneath and a cleaner look above. There's no gear shifter either. Hyundai has moved to push-button controls on the hybrid, giving you more space and a futuristic vibe. The seats are supportive, with available ventilated and heated options for both front and rear passengers. Rear legroom remains one of the Tucson's biggest strengths, and headroom is generous despite the available panoramic sunroof. The cargo area hasn't lost any practicality either. You still get over 38 cubic feet of space behind the second row, with easy fold flat seats for larger items. Hyundai's clever touch continues with small things like USB-C ports in both rows, a wireless charging pad that now includes a cooling fan, and ambient lighting with dozens of color options to set your mood. Let's talk performance, because the hybrid badge isn't just for show. Under the hood, the 2026 Tucson Hybrid carries over the 1.6-liter turbocharged inline-4 engine paired with a 44.2 kilowatt electric motor. Combined output is still a healthy 226 horsepower and 258 pounds-feet of torque, but Hyundai's made tweaks to the power delivery and battery management software for smoother transitions between electric and gas power. The 6-speed automatic transmission returns an OCVT here, and that gives the Tucson Hybrid a more natural and responsive driving feel, especially when accelerating from a stop or merging onto the freeway. The standard track all-wheel drive system now features enhanced predictive logic. It uses navigation data and real-time road conditions to preemptively adjust torque split for better traction. You feel it most in cornering and wet weather. It's more confident, more secure. Hyundai also improved sound insulation around the wheel wells and firewall, making this one of the quietest rides in its class. In EV mode, you can cruise up to around 30 miles per hour for short distances, perfect for stop-and-go traffic. Fuel economy is impressive. The hybrid models return up to 38 miles per gallon combined, depending on trim and wheel size. That's better than most non-plug-in competitors and enough to give you a real-world range of over 500 miles per tank. Regenerative braking is subtle and blends well with the traditional brakes, though there's no adjustable regen levels like in some plug-in models. If you're wondering about tech and safety, the 2026 Tucson Hybrid comes loaded with Hyundai Smart Sense, forward collision avoidance with junction turning, lane keeping assist, adaptive cruise with stop and go, blind spot view monitor, and a 360-degree camera system are either standard or available depending on the trim. There's also the new Smart Parking Assist, which lets you move the vehicle forward or backward remotely using the key fob. Yes, like a K-drama scene, but real life. Pricing for the 2026 Hyundai Tucson Hybrid is competitive. The blue trim starts at around $33,000, the cell convenience hovers around $35,500, and the range-topping limited model comes in just under $40,000 before any incentives. Considering the tech, efficiency, and premium feel, it's a strong value play. Hyundai also includes a 10-year/100,000 powertrain warranty and an 8-year/100,000 hybrid system warranty, which brings added peace of mind. So, after spending time with the 2026 Hyundai Tucson Hybrid, here's the verdict. Hyundai didn't reinvent the wheel, they simply sharpened it. This SUV continues to be one of the most well-rounded choices in the compact hybrid segment. It looks modern, feels upscale, drives efficiently, and is packed with useful tech. If you're shopping for a hybrid SUV that balances style, value, and practicality, this should absolutely be on your short list. That's going to wrap up today's review. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more car reviews, tech breakdowns, and future-focused automotive content. Got questions or want us to compare the Tucson Hybrid to another SUV like the RAV4 Hybrid or CR-V Hybrid? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. We read every one. Thanks for watching Car Future Wheelz. We'll see you in the next one. Drive smart, drive future.